Welcome and welcome back. It is another beautiful Wednesday, which means it is another beautiful new comic book day. This is a great week for new releases. We have Batman number 12 from Matt Fraction and Jorge Jiménez, The Deadman number 3, kicking over to Marvelous Week for Mark Spector Moon Knight issue number 7, and last but not least, can't forget to mention White Sky number 5 and Lost Fantasy number 11 from Image. I'm going to take you along with me for a day in the life. We're going to unbox some comics, hang out with some friends, see what we can find. First things first, got to get ready for the day. The Ojo returns to Gotham City with her sights set on unfinished business. The world's deadliest woman wielding two blades is back as her quest for blood puts her on collision course with the Caped Crusader. As chaos ensues, Vandal Savage and his corrupt Gotham City Police Department won't be far behind. This creative duo continues to impress me month after month with Batman. Matt Fraction is able to introduce new characters and set up multiple plot lines to tell a cohesive story, and I personally love it. Jorge Jiménez is a name that is worth the price of admission alone, as his visual storytelling and dynamic pacing truly make this story come to life. Have you been able to read Matt Fraction's Batman? I would love to hear in the comments down below your thoughts on this series. Earlier this week, I received my first omnibus in the mail, and I am very excited to share this with you. For my reading project over the summer, I wanted to do a deep dive on the character of Miles Morales' Spider-Man. Everything from the origin all the way to the modern era, in preparation for a new series coming later this month from writer Brian Hill. And after finishing the origin of Miles Morales as Spider-Man, following the death of Peter Parker in the Ultimate Universe, it is now time for the next part of my reading project. Miles Morales is hitting it big time. Not only is he joining the Marvel Universe following the events of Secret Wars, but he is also a card-carrying member of the Avengers, rubbing shoulders with the likes of Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor. He'll soon be a social media sensation in this all-new and all-different New York. But one thing's the same though, non-stop action. As Earth's mightiest heroes fall, it is up to Miles to defeat a villain with the power to destroy the entire universe. Welcome to the neighborhood, Spider-Man. Hope it's friendly. The second omnibus I received in the mail is Saladin Ahmed's Miles Morales Spider-Man. Balancing his normal life, parents, school, and superheroing has never been easy, but when the Rhino and a cadre of mysterious criminals start plaguing Brooklyn, things take a turn for the worse. And unfortunately, Miles doesn't even know the half of it yet. I have been really enjoying this reading project so far. Brian Michael Bendis has paved the way for a brand new era of Spider-Man with Miles Morales, and it is clear that he is here to stay. I've heard nothing but good things about Saladin Ahmed's time with the character, and I'm excited to dive into the series and see how Ahmed develops the character Miles following the creator Brian Michael Bendis. The last package I received today are comics that I have been on the hunt for a minute now. I've been reading Fireborn and really enjoying the story, but wanted to learn more about the world of Lost Fantasy. Last month, I was able to find trade volume 1 and 2. There is a world of magic, myth, and monsters that exists beneath our very own. I fell in love with this story immediately and was determined to catch up before this month's release. If you don't know about Lost Fantasy, one of my favorite things about this series is how cool the variant covers are. They do a lot of homage covers to different comics as well as different video game franchises, and it is so well done in my opinion. The first pickup I have is Lost Fantasy issue number 9. This is the third printing Eamon Winkle variant, and as I mentioned before, I just love the details on these variant covers. I just think they knock it out of the park every time. If you don't know what Lost Fantasy is about, let me tell you. There is a world of magic, myth, and monsters that exist beneath the surface of our very own. Since first contact was made over 100 years ago, the great hunters have kept our world safe from creatures that lurked in the shadows. But last night, something broke through, and it is up to rookie monster hunter Henry Blackheart to stop it. I've been really enjoying the story so far, and I highly recommend you check out Lost Fantasy if you have not already done so. Coming into issue number 2, here I have Lost Fantasy issue number 10, I am so happy I was able to catch up on the series before this month's release, and I love the details on this homage cover. This is a reference to Metal Gear Solid 3 for those of you that aren't aware, and as I mentioned before, they just knock it out of the park every time with these variant covers. Like, look at these little details like the rated M for mature in the bottom right corner and Image Comics written across the top. They just kill it every single time, and this presents so nicely next to the video game. Coming into issue number 3, here I have Good Devils Don't Play Fair with Evil. From Nick Dragata and David Brothers come 3 tales that hit like a truck. Who will rule the roost of the post-apocalypse? Will the greatest boxer alive live up to the self-proclaimed legend? And just who will survive in America? This book was actually a recommendation from a friend of mine, and when I saw the name Nick Dragata attached, as well as the artwork inside, I just had to give this story a shot. That is all the mail I managed to pick up today. Let me know in the comments down below your thoughts. Have you read any of these stories? I would love to know down below. About to head out for New Comic Book Day. There are 2 variant covers I'm on the hunt for. The first is for the Deadman issue number 3. I'll go ahead and throw the cover up on screen. This is from artist Alex Ekman-Lawn. Recently, I discovered his work with this variant cover for the Deadman issue number 2, and I really enjoy his style. I'm a big fan of variant covers. I think they're a great way to spotlight new and up-and-coming artists and give them a platform for new audience. The second variant cover I'm on the hunt for is for Lost Fantasy issue number 11. This is from artist Luca Castellangaita, and this is an homage to Kingdom Hearts. Recently, I've been playing through Final Fantasy VII Remake and diving into the world of Final Fantasy, and I love this homage cover. I think this is a beautiful variant. Let's see if I can find it. I just got back home, and as you can see, I have a pretty good stack for today's New Comic Book Day. Let me show you everything I managed to pick up. The Deadman issue number 3. I knew absolutely nothing about the character of Deadman before starting the series, and this has quickly become one of my favorite characters and one of my favorite DC Next Level titles. If that tells you anything about this series, I highly recommend checking out this story if you have not already done so. Maxwell Prince and Martin Morazzo have been absolutely killing it. This is the same creative team that brought us Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum as well as Ice Cream Man. This beautiful variant cover is from Alex Ekman-Lawn. I was able to find this today. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I recently discovered his work with his variant cover for issue number 2 of The Deadman, and I will most definitely be on the hunt for more of his work in the future. Coming into issue number 2, here I have Batman issue number 12 from Matt Fraction and Jorge Jiménez. Jorge Jiménez is a name that is truly worth the price of admission of this book. His visual storytelling and dynamic pacing truly make this story come to life, and Matt Fraction is not only able to introduce new characters, but set up multiple plot lines to tell a cohesive story, and I am a huge fan. Coming into issue number 3, here I have Lost Fantasy issue number 11. I've been really enjoying this story so far, and I'm so happy I was able to catch up before this month's release. There's a world of magic, myth, and monsters that exists beneath our very own. This beautiful homage cover is for Kingdom Hearts, for those of you that aren't aware, and is from artist Luca Castellangaita. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, I think that the creators over at Lost Fantasy and Fireborn are truly ahead of the game when it comes to variant covers and homage covers. They just have so many unique ideas, and I am such a big fan of this. Coming into issue number 4, here I have White Sky issue number 5. If you don't know what this story is about, 5 years ago, the sky turned completely white, and now the world is being haunted and hunted by ghosts. Violet and her father David are traveling to the last rumored safety in San Francisco, and along the way, they get separated. Now, Violet must face the scavengers and monsters of this world alone in her search for her father. I've been really enjoying this story so far. I highly recommend this story. If you're a fan of things like The Last of Us, The Walking Dead, or even Fallout, you definitely need to check out this story. Coming into issue number 5, here I have Mark Spector Moon Knight, issue number 7. It is a strange feeling as a huge fan to have only one Marvel book on my pull list for the week, but having Jed MacKay's Moon Knight as my one and only pick feels like a great choice. I've been really enjoying this story so far. Jed MacKay does a great job not only introducing new fans, but honoring the legacy of Mark Spector in this story. That is everything I managed to pick up this week. Let me know in the comments down below what you picked up for New Comic Book Day. I can't thank you enough for the love and support here recently. We just hit 1,000 subscribers, and I cannot believe I'm saying that still. We will be back next week for more comic book content, but in the meantime, happy reading everyone. Spend some time with some loved ones. Spend some time with yourself. Peace.